Stereotyped 101 is a program that's designed to use humor to get people to have an open dialogue about issues that are separating us. Humor is an incredible tool. First of all, it gets people relaxed enough to be able to have the uncomfortable conversation.
Are there any under people here? How did you get into college? I don't understand. I don't know if you guys realize this, but I'm black. I say that because sometimes I'll get on stage, especially when I'm just doing straight comedy, and people stare at me, right? Because they're like, that hair, that behind, but that voice. No, not so much. My senior year of high school, I starred in an all-white production of the play A Raisin in the Sun. I am not two guesses on who the raisin was.
A lot of times when I talk, I speak about coming from a place of love, of coming from a place of compassion, because I feel like if that's where you start, that's where you're going to end up.
I think diversity has kind of gone the way of the words liberal and feminist. It's been hijacked, and now people hear it and they roll their eyes. I actually, instead of the word diversity, I'm a big fan of the word inversity. And that is a made-up word. I coined it myself. But that's because I find that the word diversity, it has division in it, right?
I often say it's not what you say, but how you say it. And we have to talk about these things. We can't ignore them because guess what? Then they fester and they grow bigger. I talk a lot about my personal life because I think that's what this is all about. It's about making a connection. And when people can see that you're coming from a place of authenticity, that you're real and you've had these experiences, you've had these moments in your life, then not only does it make it believable, it makes it relatable.
So these are my girls. These are my babies. And they are one of the reasons that I do this work. Because I want to create a world for them where the first question out of people's mouths isn't, what are you? Because they want to identify them by their ethnicity. I want to create a world where people are like, what's your name? What do you like to do? What are your hobbies?
I hope that when someone hears Stereotype 101, when someone comes to one of my programs, they walk away with an understanding that we are really, truly all coming from the same place. And I hope that they take away tools that give them new ways to communicate, new ways to think about something. Because so often people ask me, well, how do I address this? How do I make this work? How do I have this kind of conversation? But it doesn't matter how you identify, what your religion is, what your ethnicity is, what your political affiliation is. You can still work with other people. You can still work together. This isn't about limiting ourselves. This is about expanding our opportunities and our experiences and our relationships.